For today's cup of coffee, I have youngest kid back with me.
Yeah.
And it's like, my other one's very dry. They're dry.
You think so?
I do. When you're not here, it's just dry.
Yeah.
Very reporter, very Virgo, very short.
I find them easy.
To the point.
I find when I'm not in them, they're easier to listen to.
You think so?
I do.
I don't know that they're as entertaining. I really don't. I don't know.
Listen, I don't got to hear my voice in it, so I don't got to skip
People
past my parts.
Haven't said yay nor nay, but I personally am glad that you're back.
It makes it easier for me to listen to because I don't got to hear my own voice.
We actually have a safety message. This is for real.
Oh.
And this is from Daily Mail, of course.
Another warning. Another warning.
Yes, that there are, and this is by Cassidy Morrison, and was June 21st of 2024, and I'll put the link in the description box. And that there have this type of coffee mug, which is glass, just clear glass. They have been recalled because they're shattering when filled with hot liquid.
Okay.
And it was produced by a company called Joy Jolt.
Joy Jolt.
And so, don't do the cutesy stuff. Make sure that...
What they look like.
Just plain clear glass.
You can get, just regular plain clear glasses down there at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, we don't know the quality
actually
of them.
Withstand hot liquids.
There's a reason that ceramic is standard for some of these things, especially if they don't use it in a diner setting, don't buy it. For real, because that stuff has to be durable to endure the wear and tear of a diner.
In a diner, if you ask for ice water, they give it to you in a plastic cup.
Well, since when did that start?
It's been recent.
Well, shit. Anyhow.
Like 2000s, I think.
So it says, according to Joy Jolt, they have stated our 16-ounce Declan single wall glass mugs may not hold up to heat as well as we'd hoped, increasing the potential for risk. So let's make it right. To date, we've received 103 reports of such incidents out of 580,000 mugs sold, and your safety is our top priority, and we're taking immediate action by issuing a voluntary recall of this product. It says that users can reach out to the company for a refund. So,
okay,
and it's like, it says the products were sold through Amazon and the company's website from September 2019 through May 2022 for between $20 and $25 for a set of 6. Why are they just now getting complaints about it?
That's a good question.
And it says...
I don't know on that. I never heard of the company. I never heard of those glasses.
I haven't either, because I usually buy the novelty mugs, which are ceramic.
Mm-hmm.
There's
or we buy plastic cups.
Well, you can't do coffee in plastic, not like that. That's just. And it said that most of their mugs are double-walled glass, which have 2 layers of glass surrounded by an insulated pocket of air. But the Declan mugs had a single layer of glass. Well, and it says that glass is highly sensitive to temperature changes. No shit.
Well, that's just common knowledge.
No shit.
That's legit just common knowledge. If you have a clear glass...
Right.
You don't put hot shit in it.
No.
Unless it says specifically. Like, for example, a coffee pot.
Well, that's
coffee pots have to be,
It's a specific type of glass. It's tempered somehow.
Yeah.
And it's just like Pyrex. And there was a recall on Pyrex there, a few years ago, that they had changed the formula on it. Pyrex.
Well, that was because...
As far as baking dishes, they have been used forever.
Well, that was ever since they had a... It's 2 different factions of Pyrex. There is the all caps Pyrex, and then there is the lowercase Pyrex. 2 different versions of Pyrex. The lowercase Pyrex always shatters It shatters most of the time when put in the oven.
Then they need to stop
the
using
all
the
caps
same name.
Pyrex.
If
there is
not-
some sort of legal shit with that. It's like like I said, two different factions. I think it's two different.
Yeah,
There's the U.S. version or the Chinese version, and then there's the original country's version, which used to be sold over here in America as well.
Right.
I don't understand.
I think
that.
it's
I haven't
opening.
looked too deep into that. That's all I know.
That's opening themselves up for lawsuits, because when people hear the name Pyrex, and this is from years back, they automatically think that it is a type of glass cookware that can be put in a microwave or in an oven or anything like that.
Well, that's why now a lot of people just try to look for vintage Pyrex rather than new Pyrex.
But now, as far as using glass, just clear glass for hot liquids, a lot of people know not to do that.
Yeah.
The fuck? Yeah, this is a weird
Chronically,
thing to do.
online people have brain rot, and that's usually where that stupid. Well, no, stupid people always existed, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Haven't they?
Yeah. Somehow they always make it through the Darwin Awards. There's always a few that are left.
Is it the souls of them that are stupid?
You know, I don't know.
Are the souls themselves just dumb?
Good question. Good question. But this next story, these are little snippets.
Or did they look at that soul or look at their person and be like, yeah, I want to be that stupid. I want to be the stupid.
That maybe.
They
I want to
did.
be the
Why?
comic relief. I don't know. This one is another one that, like I said, were just a few of them that were not, that would have been hard to make a standalone on them. This is by Dominic Yeatman.
Yeet.
Yeah.
It's this bitch empty. Yeet.
And
Hold up. I got something.
Yeet. June 20th, 2024. And this is insane. Of course, everything's insane. And it's like, it says military personnel could find laboratory-grown meat in their ration packs as Pentagon bosses scratch around for ways to reduce their impact on climate change. Bioengineering company Biomade came up with the idea of receiving $500 million in Defense Department funding to reduce carbon footprint. Bullshit. And it says, but their plan to roll out cell-based meat has left a nasty taste in the mouth of veterans who have accused Pentagon bosses of treating frontline soldiers like lab rats.
Well, they do.
No shit, they always have.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something. As the child of a Marine, and my father would tell me before they got sent overseas anywhere, they gave them all these different vaccinations. Nobody knows, because you sign up, you stand there in the line. They come down the line with the whatever it is and inject you with whatever and tell you whatever the hell they want to tell you. Yeah.
It's just
So this is not new.
The Marines, any army person, just another form of slave, except this time they're disposable.
It's worse. They always have been disposable, baby. They always have been. It's easy to send other people's kids off to war. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but this was just absolutely the carbon footprint. Is anybody else tired of hearing this bullshit? I mean, as far as some of the lies that they're coming up with, this is just absolutely insane.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, it's almost like they... I don't know if it's a matter of them just continuing to rub our noses in shit to see how long that we will take it before anybody stands up, speaks out, does whatever. It's almost like those college hazing things, which supposedly have now been made illegal. They should have been illegal. That where they would have those giant paddles, and it's like, oh, thank you, sir. May I have another? As they're beating the shit out of somebody. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it hurts my brain.
It does hurt your brain. It hurts my brain too. And then this one, This one is... Oh, my God. This lady that you see on the screen here, she killed trees. She killed trees.
She did. She poisoned the trees.
This is by Dominic Yeatman also, and this was June the 19th of 2024. And his lady, a wealthy CEO who improved the sea view for her $3.5 million Maine vacation home, not just home, vacation home, by poisoning her wealthy neighbor's trees, faces fresh criminal investigation after paying $1.7 million in fines and settlements. Now, this lady's name is Amelia Bond, and she secretly sprinkled 4 pounds of lethal herbicide on trees belonging to Lisa Gorman in 2022 before offering to pay for the removal when they started dying. So she was like, oh my, the trees are dying. Here, let me help you out.
This sounds like some sort of telenovela or like soap opera. This is petty shit.
It is. And Bond, it says, is the former head of the $500 million St. Louis Foundation, has since paid the $1.5 million in compensation to Gorman after tests revealed her ploy. But the state's attorney general is now considering charges after the poison leached into a nearby park and beach, united residents of Camden in fury. And neighbor Paul Hodgkin said, anybody dumb enough to poison trees right next to the ocean should be prosecuted as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. How are they going to clean that up?
You don't. You don't.
She's just... So she killing the whole fucking... She's not only killing 2 trees, she's killing an entire ecosystem. Single-handedly.
Yeah, because she was a petty ass. And Gorman... And she's the one whose trees were poisoned. She is the widow of the late L.L. Bean's president, Leon Gorman, and became suspicious when the trees, along with large areas of vegetation, began dying in her yard overlooking the picturesque Leyte Beach and Camden Harbor. Bond's vacation home is immediately behind Gorman's home, further up the hill, and the trees had obscured her view. Period. And I'm just going to end that sentence there. It says Gorman asked landscapers, Bartlett tree experts, to look at the trees, and they took soil samples which showed 2 oaks had been treated with the herbicide, which had spread to other trees, including maple, blueberry, and dogwood. And the local authorities in November of 2022 had also tested the site and spoke to Amelia Bond, who admitted to putting poison on the land. She told Maine state investigators that she purchased the poison in her home state of Missouri, intending to put it on 2 oak trees she claimed she thought were dying. Well, if she thought they were dying...
She knew they weren't dying.
Why didn't she just have them cut down?
Right. Because they weren't her trees.
And she and her husband, Arthur Bond III, I bet he's proud, an architect... And the nephew...
She just smacked the fuck out of a cat.
With a poster, it wasn't anything. And nephew of former U.S. Senator Kit Bond have so far paid $4,500 to resolve Maine Board of Pesticides Control Board violations and $180,000 to resolve violations with the town. The couple have footed a bill of $30,000 for additional environmental testing and paid more than $1.5 million to Gorman in a legal settlement. But Maine Attorney General Aaron Fry has announced an investigation and growing anger at the spreading damage in the town of 5,000. So it's a tiny town, and you've got one bad apple can spoil the bushel. It says that Tom Hedstrom, chair of the select board, has stated wealth and power don't always go hand in hand with intelligence, education, and morals.
Yeah.
This was atrocious and gross, and any other word you want to use to describe aberrant behavior, end quote. I thought that was a very good statement. And says...
really, really well executed.
says that Representative Vicky Drudra,
Vicky Drudra.
yes, she's a Democrat from Camden, said she intends to address the $4,500 maximum fine that the Maine Board of Pesticide Control allowed to assess. That's nothing. $4,500 to rich people, that's nothing.
No, slap them with a heavier fine.
And so this lady says, it makes me so livid. This situation, the minute I heard about it, I thought, wow, these people are going to get a slap on the wrist. That's just not right, end quote. So when you've got, elected officials going into this, you in some shit.
Yeah.
And, why? Why would you attack a tree? So this lady right here, worth all this money, so petty.
And look what it did. Look where it got her.
She poisoned the land.
Is she going to be in jail?
This is the thing with this.
Because
the way that
she should be put in jail.
I think so. They made Martha Stewart go
for something that was what tax evasion?
No, I think it had
or insider trading.
Insider trading.
Oh shit! 100% of the government does that. So what the fuck are you doing that to Martha Stewart?
Apparently, Martha pissed off the wrong people.
Good on her. She needed to piss them off.
But the thing is, and it's like, who was it? There was somebody I heard
one that
today
does not get into any controversy.
that they had a great phrase that said these people in government, they go in lean and come out fat. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that ain't right now. A whole lot. But that being said, if you do own this type of drinkware, don't put coffee in it.
Yeah.
That, or you can contact, like I said, the links to the articles will be there in the description box, and you can, the company at least
drinkware and poison, shattered glass and poison.
Yeah, and then the fake meat right in the middle of it. Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Listen, people have already been talking about fake food on TikTok a lot. Like, literally, they've been getting watermelon that doesn't break. People are saying, oh, it's just because it's not ripe. No. Even unripe watermelon it breaks.
Sure it does.
It breaks easy.
Yeah.
Bananas break easy.
And they don't
even when
bend.
Even when they're green.
Yeah. They don't bend like they're made out of Play-Doh.
This one meat that this person got, it was like grainy. It was grainy and it was oily. It was not what it said that it was.
Like, we bought those.
And it smelled bad, she said.
Don't eat, do not. Go, put that down, go get you a cracker or something. It's this bullshit, these attacks on our food products.
Well, they're trying to poison us.
Yeah.
This is why we need to grow our own food at this point.
Yeah.
Gen Z's already considered, they've been trying to go back to the barter system.
Well, it's...
Because as a way to fuck, middle finger up to the government, be like, you ain't screwing us over.
Well, that's the thing. And
we're going to just go back to trading.
Y'all just going to have to stand up and band together.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to have to. I mean, because I heard as far as some of this stuff that they're going to try to force people to eat, and it's just absolutely no.
I was looking at some of the stuff that was in Walmart the other day in City, and it didn't look right. Just looking at it, it didn't look right. And the text, it reminded me of that same text that they use for Soylent Green.
Mm-hmm. Read your food labels. If it says bioengineered, put it back.
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah. Well, it was like Kid and I, we were looking at coffee creamer when we went to the City of Food there earlier, and it's like I just could not justify paying that much for coffee creamer. And I think it's International Delight that they have a 0 sugar kind that does not doesn't mess up my, glucose level. Mm-hmm. And then you have Coffee Mate, and it says sugar free or it says 0 sugar, but if you read the label, the first ingredient is corn syrup or corn syrup solids or some shit. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, this is not going to affect your glucose. Bullshit. I've tried it and no. And then it was all this soybean oil stuff.
The corn syrup is not good for people anyway.
No, it's not.
Soybean oil is not good for people. That, I think you told me that it's a hormone disruptor.
It is. So are plastics. Never microwave in plastic because I learned that at the health food store because it releases xenoesters.
All those years I microwaved on styrofoam
and I tried
plates.
to tell you not to. I did. You made your own decisions, but it wasn't because you had lack of knowledge. But now the international...
There's other reasons behind that, too, that I'm not at liberty to say on this podcast. That's all right.
But the International Delight does not have any kind of corn syrup, anything in it. It didn't have soybean, any oil, anything in it.
No.
But even if it doesn't say it on the label, do we know what we're eating? We don't.
The only way we will know what we're eating is if we grow it and raise it ourselves.
Even then, you don't know. Now, I tell you could go down a really, really dark, dismal rabbit hole with some of this shit. Oh, which
don't
I'd
do that.
Not.
That just brain fucks you.
Yeah, well, that has the sort of dark side of Virgo on some of that
Stop
stuff.
it. Quail that Virgo.
Anyhow, kid.
That's like I told Dad, quail that paranoia.
Final thoughts. Just because if you're not paranoid, you're not paying attention.
I'm sorry, living in fear is not how I want to live life.
No, that's exactly what it is. It's a matter we choose to live by faith. Final thoughts on
I pray
these.
over the food and go.
Yeah.
Companies being idiots with the type of products that they're putting out. Customers being idiots because customers are not always right.
Customers pay attention. Buyer beware.
Mama. You're preaching to the crowd. Most of us know what we're...
our people, our podling pirates, they know.
But the stupid people, they don't read. They don't read labels.
Oh, God. Anyhow, is that your final thoughts? Are you finished with it?
Petty rich people. But then again, rich people, like that's soap opera. No joke. Every soap opera, it's rich people.
It was like the movie Heathers, only middle-aged and older.
Yeah.
It's
Dynasty.
Same shit.
What was Dynasty? It was just a bunch of petty women. Petty rich women.
That's why I don't. I mean, why would anybody want...
It's entertaining to watch, but...
Who would want to be in that crowd? Who would want to be that way?
I don't know. Personally, I like being a pleb.
I'm quite content being podling.
Yeah.
I really am.
I'm sorry. I'd rather have the freedom to go out into the woods whenever I want.
Yeah. Anonymity has its advantages. It really, really does.
Yeah. Hug a tree and not have people stare at me.
Or not have paparazzi coming out from behind one of the trees, snapping a picture and putting it on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, or someone like doing AI fucking images of me or whatever.
That's horrifying.
Or Photoshop. They've done that to high profile people for decades.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, tinfoil hats, idiots amongst us, what the fuck files. The list goes on.
Mama, the U.S. is just one big what the fuck.
It is.
WTFF.
Anyhow, put those things in the comment section, or you can, if you shy about it, you can send us an email. cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. That's there in the description box. And the links to the articles will be there also. Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Yeah. If you like this video, leave a like, share, also leave a comment. Most of all, leave a comment and a like. Click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads, even though the notification button, the bell, doesn't do much. But give it a ding and likes the affection. Check her out on BitChute and Rumble. Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter. Rolanda, COCWS. It's like a radio station call sign. Go check her out on there.
I have fun.
Yeah.
I really have. I've been, because I'm
Mr. Jingles, what'd you do to get yeeted?
That wasn't Mr. Jingles. That was Zombie.
Oh, wait, Zombie. My bad.
No, Mr.
You talk
Jingles,
about both of them all the time, so it's
do.
like I get them mixed up.
It's
Zombie,
because
what'd
I
you do to get
adore
yeeted?
them. I adore them.
What?
And it's like there's so many wonderful people over there. They really, really are. The Bigfoot community over there. Oh, there's some from West Virginia, and if it wasn't so far from
West Virginia.
they're going to have a convention, and if it wasn't so far from us, it'd probably be like a 3-hour drive or whatever one way for us. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't that far, we would go. But there's the people in the Bigfoot community, they've got a wonderful sense of humor. I will tell you that. So I'm enjoying their memes.
I need to
the
go on that
memes
side
are
of
so good.
I didn't know that there
Yes,
was a
come
Bigfoot
to my
side
side.
of Twitter. So
Come
I'm
to
gonna
my
go
side
on
of
there.
X. Yes. Anyhow.
Oh, on other news, music, pop culture.
Okay.
Music. Have you heard the new Katy Perry song, Woman's World?
No.
It sounds AI generated, and the lyrics are just lacking.
Well, that's not surprising. See, that is something that within this, people
are
like,
hating it.
oh, as far as the feminine divine, there's a flip side to every coin. And it's like what we have seen of lately is not the feminine divine. That is the dark side of feminine energy, which is bitchy, catty. Think of those people on The View. That is the dark side of feminine energy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
Catty, petty.
Yeah, just
Vindictive.
ridiculous. Vindictive. Oh, God. Yes. So let's roll on with something else. Anyhow, know that you are very loved.
Have a good.
And
Whatever it may be. Morning, night, midday, evening.
Treat-
have a good.
treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.